Perfect.
Good evening and welcome to Meadowbrook High School as we got some Muskingum Valley League action with the Meadowbrook Colts hosting the new Lexington Panthers. Meadowbrook coming in 4-1, taking a tough loss on Tuesday night against Tri-Valley, but looking to rebound here Friday night. And with me, hopefully, as always, as we got a little streak going now, here is I'm Darren McCullough, and with me is the man, the myth, the legend, Heath Dawson. And Heath, like we kind of talked about, they came in against Tri-Valley, took one on the chin, but the good news is the Meadowbrook history book got a new guy in a pretty exclusive club.
Yeah, Meadowbrook the other night, a tough loss against Tri-Valley, but as we were talking off the air before we come on air, Tri-Valley, probably the class in the MVL. They're going to win a lot of ball games, so nothing wrong with Meadowbrook taking that loss. And what I was impressed with is they were able to rally to get it to 8. So they didn't roll over. So that, to me, that says a lot about the coaching staff and this team. That they're going to fight back no matter what the odds are. So that was a good thing. Going to your second point, Jake Singleton joining an elite club here in the Meadowbrook annals. He is now a 1,000-point scorer. So congrats to Jake and the Singleton family on that accomplishment. So, exciting to see such a good player. I've not had a whole lot of dealings with him personally, but I tell you what, from what I know, what I see, and what I hear, a good kid. So congrats to him.
Definitely a marksman on the offensive end.
Yeah.
An excellent shooter, as you see him pulling it from NBA range down there and knocking it down from the left wing. So he definitely
right on cue.
is a guy that New Lex is going to have to watch. And on the other end, this is a New Lex team. They definitely have a different look than what they have had in the past. They replaced a lot of important seniors, but they have really kind of surprised early this year, being 4-2, including some big wins, including over shoot, I lost my paper. I don't know. They beat Licking Valley to start the year, and they beat a team that in West Muskingum, who early season people were projecting to be pretty good, but Meadowbrook also beat them as well. So New Lex this is expected to be a hard-fought game, and obviously I think it's going to come down to the two different styles. It's going to be Meadowbrook wants to play more of an up-tempo ball game, while New Lex wants to slow it down and grind it out, and we're expecting a nice ball game here tonight.
Yeah, Meadowbrook, as you mentioned, had played West Muskingum there, a week ago tonight, I believe, with a 55-32 win over West End. So what was the score of that game between New Lex and West End? Train, can you tell us?
Let me find my 49-33.
Okay, so both teams pretty similar margins of victory there. That never means anything because style of play always changes. But hey, at least it gives you an idea that both teams have played West End. But we're excited about tonight's game. 2-0. New Lex comes in the small school division. So this is a big early game in that small school division. All of these are important, but this is a big one. And as you can see, the coaching staff and the kids now, looks like Josh Hupp is holding a 1,000-point banner down there. So that's going to be neat. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a ceremony here coming up.
So before the pregame festivities, we'll go ahead and run down the starting lineup real quick. For the Panthers, you're going to have number 5, Isaiah Stevens, number 10, Isaac Dick, number 11, Lucas Ratliff, number 12, Hunter Kellogg, and number 23, Ryan Hobbs. For the Colts, it's going to be Drew Webster, Romeo Dorsey, Easton Eibel, Jake Singleton, and Josh Hupp. So we will go ahead and pause and let you enjoy the national anthem and the starting lineup. And we're ready for basketball action here at the cage.
Always nice to see Matt Abbott, referee tonight.
Local legend.
Yeah, John Glenn legend.
And Meadowbrook wins the tip. Webster swings it over to Hupp. Good cut there from
good hands there by Isaiah Stevens, knocking it out, or that would have been an easy layup.
The freshman Isaiah Stevens got some Guernsey County ties, as his father Anthony Stevens is a former Buckeye Trail standout on the basketball court.
Yeah, they had a lot of success when Anthony was there under Dave Lynn.
Singleton up top gets the ball screen from Dorsey, driving, lays it up and in.
I'll tell you what, you don't get an assist on that, but Dorsey should have, because that was a great screen.
Meadowbrook playing a little full court pressure here. Trap at half court, thrown and stolen by Webster. Pass to Singleton, Singleton to Hupp, missed the shot, but Singleton's there to clean it up and lay it up and in. Meadowbrook still applying full court pressure, and that's going to be a foul on Hupp as he got there just a little too late. So that's going to be Hupp's first foul, and the first foul of the game, 50 seconds in. Dick inbounds it to Stevens. Stevens hands it off to Ratliff, shot fake.
Yeah, nice
Driving
early.
middle, kicks it out to Hobbs. Hobbs fakes it.
Nice early on the ball defense by Meadowbrook here.
Here's Ratliff, gets into the paint, puts a shot up well short. Dorsey with the rebound.
Tell you what, I'm impressed with Meadowbrook's early defense here in the first minute of the game. So early turnover and good pressure there.
Singleton gets it up top to Webster, swings it over to Hupp, who swings it over to Eibel, looks inside.
Yeah,
stolen by Dick.
It's a nice steal by Dorsey.
Actually, the steal's going to be
Kellogg,
by Kellogg, yeah.
Kellogg just worked his way around Dorsey on the seal.
Kellogg over to Stevens.
Nice close out there by Easton Eibel.
Dick with the handoff to Ratliff. He's going to pull from downtown. No good. Singleton with the rebound. Kicks it over to Webster. Webster looking in, gets it up top to Eibel. Eibel back to Webster on the flare, pulls the three from the corner. Good.
Nice.
And we got an early timeout here, 2:01 into the ball game by Coach Dewar.
And probably a good decision there, because Meadowbrook's come out pretty flawless here in the first 2 minutes and 1 second of this ball game.
Yeah, Meadowbrook coming off their first loss of the year Tuesday night, not looking to start a streak here. So they come out, and it just shows a lot about your character. How are you going to come back after a loss? And obviously, the first 2 minutes and 1 second, the Colts have come out and looked pretty strong.
Yeah, that's a great point. And the nice thing is it's not just been one guy. I mean, of course, Jake a couple baskets, one being a putback, but Dorsey had a nice seal there to get him one of those baskets, and then Webster found in the corner by Eibel. So a little bit of everybody here early on for Meadowbrook. So nice to see, as you said, Train, 7-0 run to start this ball game. A lot of times you come out early like this and set the tone. Maybe New Lex starts playing on their heels a little bit early.
So New Lex breaks the press. Yeah. Dick looking to drive, kicks it over to Ratliff. Kellogg back to Ratliff.
Now, I thought Ratliff was going to pour there for a second.
Hobbs with it, looking to drive baseline, skips it across to Stevens. He shot fakes.
But that was, again, nice closeout D by Eibel.
A good job staying down. Now Hobbs is going to get some room.
Dorsey with the block.
Hobbs with his own rebound, puts it up, draws the foul. You want to talk about a kid that's a junkyard dog that fits the junkyard dog mentality?
You can see that.
Ryan Dobbs is that for sure for New Lex.
Oh, yeah.
As he converts the three-point
play. Got that
play.
hair in that samurai ponytail.
He's the one that goes in there and does the dirty work for the Panthers. Colts inside. Eibel to Dorsey, fall away, little shot, no good. Hobbs with the board.
I don't think you want that fall away quite like that.
Yeah, not too many people are going to block Dorsey if he goes straight up on the shot.
Right. A little drop step and he's at the bucket.
Ratliff with it here. to Hobbs. He's getting driving to the paint, kicks it down to.
Yeah, that was Hupp stopping him on that drive. But
that was Kellogg knocking it down. And
Hobbs to Kellogg.
Kellogg's a marksman definitely for this Panthers team. You get him set, if he's set, he can knock down some triples as the timeouts worked out good for New Lexington. Yeah, 6-0 run. Good slip off the screen. Webster up and in.
Yeah, second time that Eibel and Webster have hooked up together. So nice job by Eibel finding him there on that assist.
Good 9-6 Colts. Ratliff over to Kellogg. Now back to Ratliff. Over to Hobbs. Back up top to Ratliff. To Kellogg. Now Stevens has it. Dribbling around up top. Hands it off to Ratliff. Denies the ball screen. Kicks it down to Stevens for the three short. Rebounded by Webster. Hupp back up top to Webster. He's going to dribble it out, get him set. Passes it over to Jake Singleton.
Tell you what, on the other end, Train, New Lex is doing a nice job of working that ball around.
Jake inside the three-point line, doesn't have it, kicks it out.
Oh, nice
Cutter by
gig.
Dorsey, up and in.
Nice find
from Webster.
What a great find by Webster there. Good cut by Dorsey. So Meadowbrook doing some nice team distributing so far.
So it looks like Jarek Braun is going to be the, or Drake Braglin is going to come in. First sub for New Lex. Trayvon Mayo also in. Free throw is no good as Hobbs gets the board. Stevens has it. Three there by
Kellogg
again.
It's the second time they've done that.
So 11-9. Here comes Singleton driving into the paint. Scoop layup, no good. Rebound by Dorsey. He's going to draw the foul. So Dorsey's going to be back at the line shooting free throws. First one is up and good. Second shot, no good.
It's
Rebound
like
by Kellogg. Stevens over to Kellogg. He's going to lift the three. Heat check, no good. Rebound by Singleton.
You're right. Kellogg ain't afraid to shoot, that's for sure.
And Trayvon Mayo's going to lift it from deep as Hobbs is going to get that rebound.
Yeah, probably not the shot you're looking for there.
Ratliff has it. Gets a screen from Kellogg. Pulls up. Good. And I tell you what, from seeing New Lex a couple different times, that's right in Ratliff's wheelhouse. That one dribble inside the three-point line, right at the free throw line, a little bit higher up. He's and you can tell pretty deadly on that.
Yeah, you can tell he's comfortable doing that. And Hupp just absolutely broke down Hobbs on that drive and then fed it to Dorsey. So nice job there.
A little Hupp to Dorsey for the bucket.
Right.
That happened a few times during football season, a little Hupp to Dorsey.
Nice trap there by Webster and Singleton, but Stevens able to get it across.
Hobbs over to Kellogg, open three, nails another. So we're tied at 14, a minute 40 to go here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, and big thanks to Kellogg's 3 triples so far. Oh, that was a nice
Dorsey
spin move.
Back, lays it up and in.
Yeah, that was a great spin move by Dorsey. Kind of earlier, he faded away. That time, he used his body to get into the paint with that spin move. So, I got him a nice open look there. So, nice work there by Dorsey.
And it's going to be a steal by the Colts. The pressure kind of giving New Lex a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mayo with it's going to hand it off to Singleton.
We're about almost under the minute mark here. Meadowbrook leading 16-14.
Up over to Webster. Singleton's got the middle of the lane open. He's going to scoop
Yeah,
it up and in.
You know when he gets to that spot, he's
Yeah.
not missing. So you let him knife down that free throw or that paint, he's going to put it up. So
18-14.
nice job by Trayvon as well.
Ratliff with it, fires it a little high, out of bounds. Going to go Meadowbrook ball.
Yep. With 39.7 ticks going to go, Meadowbrook's probably going to opt to play for the last shot here. Coach Jarrett hollering out spacing, so they are going to look for the last shot here.
So Singleton's going to hold it. There's no count. There's the count. Passes it over to Eibel. Back to Singleton. Over to Webster. Poke loose.
Kind of got lulled to sleep there.
Layup is up and
by
in.
Jarek Braglin. So
give him a steal and a
yeah,
layup.
that was a nice job by Braglin.
And the shot at the end of the quarter is no good, but the end of the one,
yeah,
it's been a Meadowbrook pace game.
It's
As the Colts lead 18-16, but New Lex hanging right in with a good first quarter, including the 3 threes from Hunter Kellogg has been a big key to keep them in this ball game.
And I'll tell you what, that right there is a huge play because that could have been a 4 or 5 point swing in just one possession. You know, you don't see Webster often fall asleep like that. I don't think he was expecting Braglin to try to come up and jumping quite that way, but nice job by him. And as you said, on the back of Kellogg's 3 threes, I mean, New Lex down 7-0 early, now only find themselves trailing 18-16. So really good first quarter of action there.
Yeah, it could have very easily been the Colts get a hoop to end the half or end the quarter. It could have been 20-14 or even no hoop, 18-14.
Yeah.
And now, like you said, the big steal and layup by Braglin, and he's a guy who's just came back from New Lex recently from injury, and he's been able to provide some nice minutes for Coach Dewar and the Panthers off the bench.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, a couple guys looking early on. We already talked about Kellogg, but man, Ryan Hobbs, I looked down at his stat line so far, and my first quarter column for him is about near full. So nice job for Hobbs. But on Meadowbrook's side, hey, you know what? I think they did a nice job of playing team basketball there. A lot of good things they did there in the first quarter. So we'll see how things shape up here in the second.
And New Lex has got another freshman coming in, Bentley Hansen.
Yeah, Hansen.
Or excuse me,
Bentley Hansen with the old school Kurt Rambis goggles.
He's another kid that had an older brother that I believe graduated last year on this New Lex team. Dane Singleton playing some solid defense there on Kellogg as Hansen's going to get called for the steps.
He wanted to go down that right side to the bucket, but Easton Eibel slid over and stopped him and caused him to shuffle his feet. So I'll tell you what, it seems like I've mentioned Easton's name 3 or 4 times here early on that defensive side. So, you know, one of my buddies said that he was impressed with Easton early on in the game. Said, hey, I think he's improved a lot, and so far I'm seeing it.
And Singleton from Webster, the lay-in's up and good.
Yeah, nice job.
Make that Dane Singleton.
Yeah, I was going to say you better correct yourself. Folks at home will think it was Jake, but yeah, Dane checks in and gets a nice bucket early. And he makes it. So nice 3-point play there, yeah. And, you know, looking on the scoreboard up there, that's a big foul. That's 2 on Hobbs, who's kind of their, as you said, junkyard dog, Mr. Do Everything. So see if that hurts them. Hobbs going to the bench.
Kellogg, who had to check back in for him, gets it over to Hansen. Hansen's driving, kicks it out.
Nice job by
Webster.
Once again, Meadowbrook, you know, defensively. Braglin wanted to go that baseline, but Webster slid over, stopped him, and caused him to step on the line. So, you know, 2 turnovers here already for New Lex in the second quarter, and really both of them, you know, Meadowbrook's defensive pressure causes them.
Eibel with it, back up top to Webster, swings it over to Mayo. Mayo to Singleton. Up top to Drew Webster, coming off a flare, nothing there. switch on the ball screen. Singleton doesn't have anything. Going to pull it out. Mayo shot fake, looking to
had him up
drive.
in the air. Probably a good decision as
Drew Webster's going to throw it into traffic. We're going to have a foul. That's going to be on Hanson.
Hanson, I believe, yeah.
Bop. It's a foul on Hanson.
I'll leave that be.
We're full of.
We're allowed to be cheesy from time to time. If Tommy Strasser is allowed to do it, we're allowed to do it. He's the king of cheesy.
It ain't easy being cheesy, and that's going to be
deflected. Oh, wow. And Isaac Dick didn't like that. But
and neither did the new Lex bench.
I might agree with him there.
As Webster's going to spin and lay it up and in.
Yeah. That is an awesome offensive display there by Webster. He got Dick to fall on his heels, and then easy bucket.
We're going to have a foul here.
Ooh.
I think he was calling the block before the push-off.
Yeah, I was going to say, there was a push-off there, but as you said, I think Trayvon got him on the block first. So
Webster now with 7 points, leading the Colts in scoring. As Josh Hupp's checked in for him. Inbounds to Stevens. Going to get a ball screen here from Kellogg. Good job fighting over top of it. Riding Stevens down the lane. Puts a shot up, and he's going to be at the line shooting too.
And I tell you what, the thing is Josh played great defense. He got the hard part of it done as he was sliding with him all the way to the basket, and then he got him up in the air, and he barely touched him there on the ticky-tack foul. But, man.
Stevens knocks down the first
second
throw.
So.
And the second one short. Kellogg with the rebound. Gets it up top to Ratliff. Now here comes the ball screen. It's going to slip it a little. As Ratliff's going to pull a long three off the back iron, no good. Jake Singleton with the board.
Yeah, I think that's a shot Meadowbrook will allow him to have every time.
Jake's going to answer with a three of his own.
You look up at the clock or the scoreboard, that's a 9-point lead out of nowhere. So
a big three by Jake. Coach Jarrett's going to use a timeout. When you only play 7, he has to sub some, kind of uses timeouts as kind of rest breaks for the players.
Right. You look at this quarter. Meadowbrook was only up 2. Now you look up there and really quickly here at the 5:28 mark in the second, they're up 9, and nice solid work there. By the Singletons. Dane getting that 3-point play, and then Jake hitting that 3. Webster also with the bucket in this quarter. So, Meadowbrook's come out of the gate strong here in the second quarter.
So Meadowbrook in a half-court man-to-man here. Kellogg with it.
Oh, Jake almost got that one.
Back to Kellogg, and he's not going to hesitate.
No.
Off the iron. Webster
that's
with the
Kellogg's
board.
First miss from downtown.
Second, he did the heat check 3 in the first
that's
quarter.
right, that's right.
Webster's 3's off. Saved by Ratliff to Dick. Ratliff over to Stevens. Stevens over to Braglin. He's going to shoot the corner 3. Long, no good. Webster with the board.
The Meadowbrook student section letting him hear that about that air ball.
Singleton in the Dorsey, goes to work, throws it up, no good, rebounded by Dick.
That's where I'm sure Meadowbrook's coaching staff would probably wish Dorsey would have kicked it back out, reestablished his spot there, and then got it back. But you know what? I'll tell you what, you can see that Dorsey has worked hard on his game. He didn't have some of these offensive moves he had last year in the JV game, and you could see he had the talent. So, it's nice to see him doing a lot of good things offensively in this early portion of the 21-22 season.
Meadowbrook kind of switched to a little 2-3 zone here, and it's going to have Coach Dewar call a timeout. Team kind of a little confused on the defense. So 4:05 to go in the first half. The Colts lead 26-17.
Yeah, that's, interesting. That's New Lex's 3rd timeout already. So think about them. They're only left with 2 now.
26-17. New Lex inbounds. Stevens to Ratliff. Back to Hanson. Over to Stevens. Finds Dick in the high post. Tried skipping over to the corner. Deflected down a bounce by Hupp. Will be an out and under here for the Panthers.
Nice deflection there by Hupp, because that probably would have led to an easy bucket if not.
Hanson, shot fake, gets in the paint.
Got two
kicks it
shots.
out. Kicks it out. Finds it open. Ratliff for three.
Yeah, Hanson got two guys in the air there on shot fake, so good assist there by Hanson.
Eibel with it. Swings it over to Webster to Hupp. Hupp looking for some cutters. Passes it up top to Singleton. Singleton over the Dorsey. Meadowbrook taking their time here, passing it around the perimeter. Hupp with it, looking to get a screen. He's finding middle lane, driving, lays it up and in.
Nice take. Nice strong take there by Hupp.
Meadowbrook's been able to attack the middle of the lane and get some easy buckets here as they're up 28-20.
I would say that's probably where New Lex's area of weakness has been on the defensive side, is that middle. So maybe Meadowbrook will look more to attack that area of the
Ratliff's going to lift it from downtown again. And that is the fifth three-pointer of this ball game.
Yeah, Ratliff and Kellogg.
3 by Kellogg, 2 by Ratliff.
And honestly, you got to look at that. Right now, that's the only thing keeping him in this ball game.
Webster over to Eibel. Eibel looking inside to Dorsey. Dorsey backing down, puts it up. No good. Hanson with the board. So New Lex got two young freshman guards in here with Hanson and Stevens both. So showing a lot of faith in some young men along with the veterans of Ratliff, Kellogg, and Dick. As Kellogg has it here. He's going to look to attack. Kicks it over to Stevens. Stevens gets in the paint. Shot fake out to Kellogg. Three. No good. Almost saved by Stevens. And we're going to have another sub. As Dane Singleton's going to come in for Dorsey. Jake driving left side, puts it up, draws the foul.
Wow.
Little scoop layup.
Yeah,
kind of sets on the front of the rim and rolls down.
And that was through a forest of people down there. So nice job, Jake.
That foul's going to be on Lucas Ratliff, his first.
His first. Still only New
Lex
Lex's
good.
Fifth team, so Meadowbrook has 4, so we're still not quite yet to that bonus situation.
Stevens with it. Hands it off to Ratliff. We're going to have to foul on Webster.
Do his first.
So 1:38 to go in the half.
I think Webster was thinking about jumping that entry pass there and just kind of got caught.
So Trayvon checks in for Hupp here. Stevens passes a backdoor look from and Hanson misses it.
Yeah.
Singleton with the board.
I think
Good
he was expecting
there.
I think he was expecting somebody to step up and try to block it. He was kind of surprised how open he was.
Sometimes those are the toughest shots to make.
Yeah.
Singleton looking to drive, passes it off to Dane. Almost got away, but Dane's going to get it.
I think, I think, he's going to call foul. They're going to give the steal to Stevens as Dane's pulled it down to his waist. Stevens reached in there and pulled it away from him, and then Dane tried to get it back, and he got called on the foul. So Jake got kind of hung up in the air. I think he wanted to shoot it there from that right block, but kind of had a defensive guy slide over, so he tried to get it to Dane, and I don't think he was quite ready for the pass.
Stevens looking, hands it off to Dick. Dribbled around, looking, finding, deflected off Ratliff's hands. Another New Lex turnover.
That was a nice deny on that entry by Webster there.
So now Meadowbrook looking to hold probably for the last shot again here.
Yeah,
So leading
30 seconds to go.
31-23.
Kind of make sure that they don't get that steal.
So they started off, had a backdoor look to Webster, but it
Yep.
wasn't there. So now going to pull it out and hand off from Eibel to
About 15
Mayo.
ticks to go here. Maley looks up at the clock, checking things.
Jake for three, right wing, no good. Rebounded by Dick. And Stevens is going to get called for a travel here, I think. Yes.
Yeah. So that's going to be the end of the first half. Meadowbrook leading 31-23.
So we'll thank our sponsors, Graham Escavati and the Stemmer family and the Meadowbrook Teachers Union, the RHEA, for sponsoring us and giving the opportunity to provide you for this game. We'll be back after a quick break. Let you enjoy the Brook jump roping team, as I believe this is going to be their first performance of the basketball season. And we'll be back after a break with first half statistics and analysis here on the KGP Network. Welcome back, Meadowbrook High School at the cage. We're at halftime here, and the Colts are on top 31-23. We had a great back and forth battle in the first quarter with the Colts clinging to an 18-16 lead. Things got a little more defensive in the second quarter as Meadowbrook outscored New Lex 13-7 to take the current 31-23 halftime lead. So going down, looking at scoring, we'll start with the visiting New Lexington Panthers, led by Hunter Kellogg with 9 points, all 3 coming from downtown. Lucas Ratliff has 8 points, including 2 threes. Ryan Hobbs has 3 as he converted a 3-point play in the first quarter. And Jarek Braglin has 2 points, and Isaiah Stevens has a point for the Panthers. Over at Meadowbrook, led by, as usual, Jake Singleton with 12 points, including a 3. With 7 points apiece is Drew Webster and Romeo Dorsey. Dane Singleton has 3 points, converting a 3-point play in the first half. And Josh Hupp has a bucket for his 2 points for the total of 31 for the Colts. Now, Heath, let's look at some team statistics here.
Okay, yeah, for first half shooting for the host, Meadowbrook, again, last week we sit and talked about how they were 50% every quarter last week. Again, good shooting tonight. So 13 of 21 from the field, 2 of 5 from downtown. On the flip side from New Lex, they were 7 of 17 from the field, 5 of 13 from downtown. So those 5 triples, as we said earlier, coming on from the hands of Hunter Kellogg and Lucas Ratliff. So those 5 threes helping New Lex kind of stay in this game right now. Looking on the single statistics, you look at Meadowbrook, they had 11 rebounds, 9 for New Lex. Leader for Meadowbrook, Jake with 5, and then Drew with 3. Leader for New Lex was Ryan Hobbs with 4. Remember how active he was there in the early going before that second foul sending him to the bench. For Meadowbrook, 6 assists. Their leader, Drew Webster, with 3. They had 2 steals, 1 apiece by Trayvon and Drew. And then Romeo had their solo block. On the opposite side for New Lex, they had 4 assists. Again, Hobbs, he had 3. Most of that work coming in that first quarter. And then steal-wise, they had 3 players with 1 apiece. And then turnovers-wise, I had New Lex with 7. And Meadowbrook, I tell you what, great job taking care of the basketball there in that first half. They only had 3 turnovers. And remember, one of those was right there at the end of the first quarter. So Meadowbrook, a great job of taking care of the basketball tonight.
And you made a great point with Hobbs. He picked up that second foul early in the second quarter, and it definitely seemed how it kind of affected how the Panthers attacked Meadowbrook both offensively and defensively, as he's like I like calling him the junkyard dog of their team.
I'll tell you what, it's what I say about Webster. I always say that, there's always those players like Jake Singleton and deserves all the accolades, 1,000-point scorer. But you cannot have a good basketball team without that glue player. And Webster is Meadowbrook's glue, and I've said it, and I'll maintain it ever since, he started playing here. And I think that Hobbs is that glue player for New Lex, and you could see a difference when he went to the bench.
Here's Eibel with it. He's going to hand it off to Jake. Jake looking inside. Now he's going to get deny the ball screen, driving past a host of defenders and puts it up from the baseline, and good. 14 now for Jake.
Great steal. Oh, my.
And a
up
great
ahead
pass.
to Eibel.
Eibel's going to lay it in. So big turnover there. Meadowbrook's extended the lead to 12, biggest lead of the night.
Yeah.
35-23, almost stolen by Hupp.
Yeah. I'd venture to say this might be dangerous territory here for New Lex in these first 4 minutes.
Ratliff's going to ooh.
Oh, what? Well, it's Matt Abbott, and he's a legend. I'm not going to question him, but all I'll say is,
Things that make you go,
Yeah, that was a CNC Music Factory from back in the day. That definitely made both of us say,
Yeah, you definitely, Ratliff knocks down the first. And he rattles
Good,
in the second.
You know, that new Lex cashing in on that opportunity there.
Sometimes better lucky than good.
Hey, that's right. But again, Matt Abbott is a referee, a legend, so I'm not going to question it.
Shot no good, and Hobbs with the board.
Lo and behold, there's Hobbs back in and getting the board.
Now he's looking to attack, pulls it out, scoops it over to Ratliff.
I tell you what, and it's not a knock against Hobbs. You look at him and you would think, he don't looks more like a baseball player, you know, to me. Baseball player, one of them utility guys, but man, he's a good basketball player.
And Dick forcing the contact there on Hupp, lays it in off the glass. Singleton looking to drive, kicks it over to Webster.
Yeah, he lost it.
Stolen by Stevens.
Yeah, Stevens picks it up.
Almost loses it over to Kellogg. Lists the three short, but Hobbs is there to get the rebound. Hobbs is already making his presence felt. That's going to be stolen by the Colts. Singleton. Webster spin, lays it up, and
no call charge. Wow.
Want to call the offensive foul if they had the circle like the college and NBA. It's going to be a block, but in high school, it's going to be a charge.
I don't know who said it here in the Meadowbrook faithful, but somebody yelled, "Are you kidding me?" And I might agree as well there. A couple rough calls going against Meadowbrook here in this early start of the third. Yeah, you better find Kellogg fast because he wanted to shoot that three.
Stevens looking to drive, kicks it out to Hobbs. Hobbs driving baseline.
Oh,
got
travel.
away.
I was going to say, if they missed that one.
Well, a little late whistle, but the whistle was made as it might have got away with the step, but
looked
no,
like
he didn't.
Looked like an old school Eddie George high step going down that baseline. So
35-27. Eibel looking into Dane Singleton. Oh, pass stolen by Ratliff. Shot no good. Singleton looking
to. Who shot that? I missed. I couldn't
believe it was Ratliff. Dane Singleton's got it. Skips it over to cousin Jake. Sets the ball screen, slips. Jake step back three up.
Nice.
No good. Hobbs with the board. Stevens driving, looking middle, doesn't see anything. Almost deflected by Hupp. Good job getting the hands out there.
Yeah, he didn't even know it was coming. I think he was watching Kellogg's eyes.
Driving that middle, up and in. And
this
we're going to have
first time out of the night.
That's our second because Coach Jarrett uses timeout to give his kids a little breather.
You're right, early on.
So Dorsey and Mayo are going to check in here at the 4:28 mark. Colts leading 35-29. 4:28 to go in the third
game, but
quarter.
we got a little bit of I don't know what in the distractions going on over here, but.
Meadowbrook's going to have a couple subs coming in here. I believe Dorsey and Mayo. It's going to be the first full timeout for the Colts. And like we were talking about Hobbs, he's he only has the one bucket, but 3 big rebounds this quarter. He's just really a hard-nosed kid getting after it, and
it's everything else he's doing.
Yeah,
I mean
he changes the complex of their team.
He does. You know, he got his second foul there early in the first, and then then he had 4 rebounds there in that first. He's already come back in and got 3. So, he's a very active player.
So here we go. 4:28 left in the third quarter. Meadowbrook possession. Looks like it's going to be Webster, Jake Singleton, Trayvon Mayo, Josh Hupp, and Romeo Dorsey. Singleton to Webster. Hands it off to Mayo. Over to Webster. Corner 3. No good. Ratliff with the board.
Thought it was going to fall for a second.
Ratliff going middle, lays it up and no good. It's going to stay New Legs basketball as Meadowbrook tips it down and bounds. So it's going to be out under to the Panthers. And that one's going to be tapped down and bounce on the inbounds by Mayo. And I think the official's telling him to kind of just give a little skosh back there.
The good old measurement of a scotch.
Stevens gets it down there, looking to drive, and it takes a block from his own teammates.
Ratliff.
Kellogg over to Hobbs. Hobbs looking, shot fake. Fundamentally sound, lays it up and in. That's some good footwork. Reverse pivot, lays it up and in. Mr. Fundamental, Ryan Hobbs.
The excitement in your voice, I think you're becoming a Hobbs fan now as well.
Oh, I've been a Hobbs fan. I've seen him a couple times. I just like the way he plays. Scrappy kid. You got to love it. And look at Hupp trying to
Hobbs
return the favor.
Stopped him from scoring. So
Dick grabbed the board for the Panthers. As they're driving a drive from Stevens, puts the shot up and good.
I'll tell you what, that's a tough shot to put in there. Trayvon did an amazing job there on defense. I mean, what more can you do there?
An even tougher shot by a young freshman there. So I believe we got a 10-0 run here by the Panthers as Hobbs is going to get the rebound here.
That's what I got, 10-0 run. I didn't see who put that up there.
Singleton with the baseline jumper. Hobbs with the board. Hobbs looking to drive, spins.
Shot Dorsey said not this time.
Dorsey with the no soup for you for him. And Jake Singleton's going to lay it in on the other end. So that's going to end a 10-0 run by the Panthers.
Bucket. Meadowbrook there, things were getting a little interesting.
So we expected and was hoping for a good game, and so far, we're getting it.
It's been a game of runs so far.
Kellogg hands it off to Braglin. Braglin over to Stevens. Stevens looking to drive, doesn't, no wait, and he's going to draw a foul. It's going to be on Trayvon.
Yeah, I didn't see that foul at all. I thought Trayvon did a nice job. Wasn't using his hands and was sliding. So
Eibel's going to check in for him. Hobbs has it, swings it over to Stevens. Stevens in the paint, kicks it out to Kellogg. Lists the three, no good. Singleton with the board. Kellogg with a good look.
Yeah, and
there's a pass. Webster thought about it, decides to against it. He gets it over to Singleton up top.
I'll tell you what, I thought the look was down there on the other end instead of passing to Kellogg. So fortunately for Meadowbrook, they passed up an open look.
Cut by
Hupp.
Hupp.
And good find by Webster. Yeah.
Tight window to fit it in, but Webster did. Hupp with the bucket. He's got 4.
Just great teamwork there.
And now Meadowbrook going a little full court pressure. Long pass to Hobbs. Driving baseline, lays it up and in. So Hobbs now with 9, 6 this quarter. So he's not really an offensive guy, but he's providing some offense for the Panthers as Jake pulls the 3 short and Ratliff with the board. Ratliff almost loses it. Gets it over to Braglin.
At one point there, you started wondering if New Lex was in dangerous territory due to that 12-point lead there. Sorry to interrupt you, Braglin on the shot.
And Eibel got the board. Eibel with it inside the Dorsey. Shot, fall away, no good.
Good active work.
Gets his own rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball. That's going to go New Lex way.
Ratliff tied him up, I believe.
And now Singleton's going to check in for Dorsey here with 55.1.
And Coach Jarrett not happy over there with the refs because he felt like Dorsey was grabbed there, and I tend to agree.
Kellogg with it. Hands it off to Stevens. Stevens looking to drive. Shot no good. Singleton with the board.
All of a sudden, both teams kind of struggling to find that bottom of the net. Got 30 seconds to go here.
Singleton with it. Meadowbrook probably looking to hold it for one here.
They've had the basketball all 3 times at the end of the quarter, and right now they're 0 for 2 at the end of the quarter. So let's see if they can.
Meadowbrook will get the ball to start the 4th quarter.
That's right.
Unless there's a change in possession here or
be
a jump
big,
ball.
Big score here possibly. Only 7 seconds. So
Singleton, now that Wow.
Good take, yep.
Singleton just got the move, got that into the lane, and the help wasn't there. He's going to draw the foul.
You give him that first step. Good luck.
First shot up and good. So Jake now with 17. As Dorsey's going to check in for Dane Singleton. Second shot is bouncing around and down.
I thought we were going to see almost like a Sasquatch sighting there.
Stevens lifts it from way downtown. No good, but we're going to end the third quarter in the Colts leading 41 to 35 here on the KGP Network. We'll thank our sponsors, Graham Excavating, Stemmer Family, and the Meadowbrook Teachers Union, the RHEA. We'll be back after a quick break for fourth quarter action. And we are back. Fourth quarter action here at the cage. Colts on top 41-35.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, both teams, as I said, Meadowbrook 4 of 11 that quarter, New Lex 5 of 14. So both teams a little chilly from the field in the third frame.
Hupp with it here. Little jab step, driving. Kicks it out to Dorsey. Dorsey up top to Singleton. Over to Eibel. Now to Webster. Meadowbrook kind of swinging it out on the perimeter here as Dorsey's got it at the free throw line. Out to Hupp. Gets the ball screen into Dorsey, lays it up and in.
Again. Nice job by Hupp finding Dorsey there.
Now Meadowbrook going a little full court pressure again. And Hobbs is, New Lex is going to barely somehow get it back. And we're going to have a 10-second violation. So it's still going to end up being a turnover on the Panthers. So good defense there and the full court pressure from the Colts. Leading by 8 now. Led by as much as 12. New Lex cut it down to, I believe, 2 in that third quarter.
Yeah,
but
2 with that 10
Meadowbrook
run.
has extended that lead. Looking to go double digits here as Hupp's going to lift a corner 3. Short, but Webster's going to get the board. And Eibel's going to throw one up and bounce it down on a little cut pass from Webster. Big bucket there as Meadowbrook up double digits again.
I tell you what, how many times did we see Meadowbrook score on cuts tonight like that?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to leave Kellogg open.
Kellogg knocks down a big three.
You knew that was going down. He was in that corner for 10 seconds by himself, so nice find Dick to Kellogg.
He had the feet set, and a lot of the coaches probably would have appreciated driving to the hoop and get the layup, but when Kellogg gets his feet set, he's a marksman from the perimeter.
And he had all day. That's his 4th of the night. You know, he came out in that first quarter on fire, hit 3 of them, and then kind of just went cold. He'd missed before that one. He'd missed his last 4, 2 in the second and then 2 again in the third. So, Meadowbrook, they don't want to see him heat back up.
No, and New Lex used that timeout, their 3rd timeout, so they have 2 timeouts remaining. The Colts on the other side have 3 timeouts remaining. And if you're wondering the foul situation, Meadowbrook has been called for 3 team fouls here in the second half and only 1 for New Lexington here. So
Yeah,
teams can be maybe a little more aggressive, especially New Lexus. They're down 7.
And you know, 2 of the Meadowbrook fouls. You know, we both thought that Singleton was kind of a phantom foul call there. And I believe it sent Ratliff to the line earlier there in that third, and then Trayvon got called with the reach in, and you know, so a couple of those fouls on Meadowbrook, you know, a little bit ticky-tack, but hey, it's part of the game. Oh, there again, another cut,
and it's
and
one.
Man, I'll tell you what, Meadowbrook has just perfected that tonight.
Slipping down the elbow, laying it up and in, and Webster's going for the 3-point play.
Yep, those slip plays have just been huge for Meadowbrook. It's almost like, you know, and Ratliff and Abbott talking about something there. And that's Kellogg's third team foul. Right now, he's the first player here in the game with picking up his third. So that's really, like you said, Darren, nobody really in foul trouble, neither team, but that is something to keep an eye on as Kellogg picks up his third at the 6:26 mark here in the final quarter. Webster
knocks it down. So double digits for Webster as he has 10 now.
He had remember last week against West End, he scored double digits.
Kellogg over to Dick. Dick looking to drive down the lane.
Yeah,
shot fake kicks it out to Hobbs. He gives a shot fake. Hanson with a shot fake. Back to Hobbs. Corner 3.
I tell you what, if he made that over top of Singleton and Dorsey closing out on him, hey, tip your hat.
Hobbs not really known as an outside shooter. Kind of surprising that he took that as that one's going to be thrown out.
Yeah.
And how about this one on that last possession? The freshman Bentley Hanson had the assignment of guarding Jake Singleton.
Right.
So New Lex kind of trying to throw anybody and everybody at him, keep everybody somewhat fresh. Backside kick out the Ratliff from Kellogg. The 3-pointer's good.
It just seems like every time Meadowbrook's been ready to land that knockout punch, New Lex buries a triple. So now it's down to a single-digit game at 7 points here.
Dorsey looking to drive, gets in the paint, kicks it out to Hupp. Now he gets it out to Webster, to Singleton, back to Webster.
Hupp almost broke down Hobbs for a second time.
And he almost lost it there, but Dorsey's able to retrieve it. He's looking to drive.
Good decision
wisely.
Yeah, Meadowbrook being very patient here, but impressive D by New Lex as well. So credit to both teams here.
48-41.
And Ratliff laying a little aggressive there on Singleton.
Continue to work it around.
Yeah, and see Ratliff reaching in. Yeah, I was going to say, he was bound to get one if he kept playing that aggressive.
That's going to be his second.
Yeah.
And only, I believe it's the team third, so they still got 3 more to give as Eibel and Dorsey are both going out as Mayo and Dane Singleton check in.
And with 4.5 to go, as you said, that could come into play as they might need some fouls to give if this lead would stay the same. So something to keep an eye on here. Singleton got up, Hobbs in the air, and thought about taking an NBA 3 from Steph Curry range.
Mayo scoops it, deflected and stolen by Dick.
2 unforced
so now
turnovers.
He's looking to drive, kicks it out to Kellogg, lifting the 3. Wow. That's number 5 from downtown for Hunter Kellogg. Little scoop pass as Jake's going to get in the paint, lays it, little runner up and in. Colts back up by 6 with just under 4 to go here in the game. Hanson over to Kellogg.
Yeah,
Dick at the left wing, dribbles it up top.
I don't think they want to leave Kellogg or Ratliff, either one, open at this point.
Ratliff in the corner, guarded by Hupp. Hands it off to Ratliff. He's going to lift the 3.
Yeah, and as I just say that, you don't want to leave those guys open.
And there's a reason why those 2 are the 2 leading scorers and 2 of the leaders of this New Lex team. And Jake
Oh,
Singleton
Euro.
all the way.
Oh,
No
Webster.
good to Webster.
Yes, great put back.
With a huge
That's
offensive
huge.
board and put back. Puts the Colts up by 5. Timeout. 3:19 to go. Meadowbrook's going to use this one.
Yeah,
Both teams with 2 timeouts each.
I'll tell you what, that was big because, you look here over the last couple minutes, New Lex was on a 9-2 run on the backs of 2 triples by Ratliff and a triple by Kellogg. So that put back by Webster was huge.
Yeah, and obviously with those 2, Ratliff averaging 16.5 a game coming in here, while Kellogg is just over 10 a game. So both pretty much doing what they're expected to do for this New Lex basketball team.
Yeah.
And we got ourselves a nice battle here with 3:19 to go. Colts up 52-47.
And as I said, New Lex using that three-point line to stay in this game. That's their 9th of the game, and that's 4 this quarter alone. Meadowbrook on the flip side, only 2 threes in the game. So, they've got a 9-2 advantage from behind the arc, and that's that's a huge advantage there. So, Meadowbrook's going to have to keep an eye on Kellogg and Ratliff. On that last possession, they did a nice job where Kellogg handed off to Ratliff and set the screen for him. So you're going to have to keep an eye on these guys. So
I think a big thing why they used that timeout Meadowbrook did is they want to get the starting 5 in, as Hansen has it. Now Hobbs to Ratliff. Ratliff's going to deny the ball screen, lift a 3. No good, but he's going to the line to shoot 3. I think Webster got him on the hand there when he was going up. So that's Webster's 3rd.
Yeah, his 3rd. That's Meadowbrook's first player to have 3. Hupp and Mayo both with 2.
First shot's up and in.
So it's a 4-point game. I'll tell you what, New Lex just has not gone away.
Make it a 3-point game. So a 1 possession game now, can cut it to 2 with this bucket. And he does. 19 now for Ratliff, as Isaiah Stevens is going to check in for his classmate Bentley Hansen.
Yeah, and as you said, it was a 10-point game just a short while ago. Now it's down to 2. And
how you talk about it's a game of spurts. Well, it's a New Lex spurt here.
Yeah, but we'll get Dorsey on the shuffle. So, that's the other thing that Meadowbrook has hurt Meadowbrook. They had two turnovers on throwaways, and then Dorsey there with that shuffle. So that's Meadowbrook's 3rd.
Is going to check in for Dick. And how about this? New Lex has a chance to tie this game for the first time since it was 0-0, or possibly take the lead for the first
lead. Yeah. It just
Kellogg out to Stevens,
good
back
D.
to Kellogg. Hansen driving baseline, finds Hobbs, shot fake.
That was
scoop.
a great. Man. Yeah, Singleton's telling Dorsey, he's saying stay down because he's pointing at Hobbs saying he's going to pump fake. So Singleton doing a little coaching there.
So Hobbs at the line shooting 2. First shot off mark. And he puts the second one down. 52-51. Dick's going to come in for Stevens here. Meadowbrook running a little weave action. Moving the ball around. Singleton has it up top. Gets the ball screen from Dorsey. Lists the 3. No good. And we're going to have an over-the-back call on Dorsey there.
Man, I tell you what, this is some interesting developments here going on right now. Getting close to that 2-minute mark. New Lex again, chance to take the lead just with even a bucket. So.
And here's Kellogg, the 3, no good. Dorsey with the board.
I'll tell you what, I thought he was going to get called with an over the back there, because I tell you what, I thought Hobbs had the positioning there.
So we're going to have a blocking call on Kellogg, and that's big because that's going to be his 4th.
Yeah, 4th. And I'll tell you what, I believe that's Kellogg's first miss, being wide open like that. So that was a huge dodge bullet there for Meadowbrook.
Up, backing down. Hobbs does his own
Great,
little.
oh yeah. Great move though.
Good moves, just didn't finish. So now again, New Lex with an opportunity to take the lead here. As Ratliff driving middle, gets in the lane. We're going to have a jump ball.
Good job by Jake there. It's going to stay.
Yeah,
it's going to stay though, but good job by Jake.
So 1:36 to go.
The big thing. Hey, you get the possession there now. So.
Hobbs underneath looking, doesn't have anything, stolen by Jake Singleton. He's going the other way. Kellogg has to pull away. Jake misses it, but Singleton gets the board. Cub's going to lift the three, no good. Ratliff's going to have the rebound, knocked out by Webster. Wow. Some tough missed opportunities here for both teams as we're down to 1:19. And again, we got the two freshmen of Stevens and Hanson in the backcourt here for New Lex.
So 1:08 to go, so I'll tell you what, this feels like tournament action.
I'm sure these two teams wouldn't mind meeting each other in the tournament,
No.
as that would mean they'd probably be playing in Athens. If New Lex is a Division II, they kind of wane between the Division II and Division III. And we're going to have a timeout here for New Lex.
47.8 to go. So,
and I think Coach Dewar may be playing for the final shot here. As
you're on the road. You got to do that. So
Meadowbrook on top 52-51, 47.8 to go in the game. Big timeout. Coach Dewar probably drawing up his best. I don't know. I think it's a side out here.
And after you look earlier this quarter, Meadowbrook had called a timeout at the 6:40 mark after a triple by Kellogg. And they come out of that, and then remember Drew Webster got a huge offensive rebound and putback, and then got fouled for a three-point play. And ever since that happened there, around that 6-minute mark, New Lex has been on a 13-4 run at this point. So, it's just, you look at it, Meadowbrook was up double digits, and you kind of, like I said earlier, you felt like they were just ready to deliver that final blow, and New Lex was on the ropes. But every time it seemed like something would happen, they'd bounce back. And, I mean, you got to credit the visitors. Sometimes, obviously we always want Meadowbrook to win as they're our host school.
Yep.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, no, that is the right call. The coach don't like it, but he caught it on the ground and jumped across. So 100% the right call there. Wow. You draw a play and have that happen.
So 52-51, and
they're about to foul, and they've got two more to get. Yeah.
And obviously you don't really want to foul number 3.
No, I don't know why they're not fouling here.
And there's one, and that's going to be Ratliff's third.
I mean, you look, and they just literally wasted, 10 seconds. Ratliff asking for a push-off on Jake. So the next one, here's where you want Jake to get that ball. Get eyeball.
And I think Hanson's trying to go for the foul, or go for the ball and get a foul. Worst case scenario, and finally gets it, but now we're down to 24.8.
Meadowbrook's going to have a timeout. So, wow.
So timeout Meadowbrook, 24.8, 52-51. We'll thank our sponsors, Graham Excavating, Stimmer Family, the Meadowbrook Teachers Union, RHEA, for our sponsors tonight, giving us the opportunity to bring this live stream. We appreciate any of our friends down in Perry County. New Lexington listen to us tonight. I know it's quite a trip from New Lex to Meadowbrook. I know I've made that trip to New Lex a couple of different times. It's not exactly the best of trips, but
no. I was there in the school back when I coached with T.J. Mitchell, the freshman at John Glenn. I can't remember what year it is. I'm so old I forget things, but was down there. And again, that is not an easy trip to make.
You even go through some parts where there's no cell phone service.
Right.
And we're going to have a hold on Hansen.
Yeah, that's his third.
And that's going to put Eibel at the free throw line. So 24.
Couple big free throws here. They knock these down, get that 3-point lead. You feel a lot better.
24.2. Eibel's first free throw at the back
No,
iron.
no.
No good. Hansen gets the board.
Yeah. Good work by Ratliff. And then they throw it away. Wow. Wow. Hobbs, yeah. Yeah, huge gift. And then Ratliff's got that's not who you want to foul, yeah. New Lex had a golden opportunity there.
So definitely the last guy, if you're New Lex, one at the free throw line. Jake Singleton's first one is true. 2-point Meadowbrook lead. Both teams with one timeout each, 16.5 to go. 53-51 Meadowbrook. Second shot is good. 54-51. Stevens bringing it up, and they're going to get a timeout with 13 seconds left. So you definitely got to expect Ratliff or Kellogg is going to be shooting this. I mean, if
you're Meadowbrook, this is where you got to extend all the way out to the 3-point line. You know, if you give them that back door, hey, that's fine. But the clock's running. Let that clock run. Take your time to inbound it. You know, get it down to about a 5-second clock. You know, and then go to the other end and knock down your free throws. So, you know, we'll see what happens here. You know, that's why Coach Jarrett's coaching is for moments like this. So.
Yep. Perfect analysis there, Heath. With them being out of timeouts, they're not going to be able to stop the clock. So
nope. So that's, you know, hey, I'm not a scholar by any means trained, but I tell you what, if I was coaching, that's what would happen.
Better get him on that bench.
Hey, no. Listen, I enjoyed coaching with Tito, T.J. Mitchell, and Woody Biggs. It was a lot of fun. Coach Neff, Jeff Neff, and I coached 2 years together. A lot of fun doing that over the years, and Coach Arnold enjoyed being on his staff here. But when I stepped away, I thought, hey, that's all for me. But you know, you never know. Maybe you and I coach a team together, train.
Who knows? Get ourselves a loaded AAU
right,
team.
There you go.
Hobbs driving, scoops it. Ratliff lifting the three. No good.
And
Rebounded by Hobbs. He's going to lift the three.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, wow. How did Hobbs have the mindset to run out in that corner and do that? Holy smokes. Woo.
And wow, what a close.
Yes.
Wow. So that's
great game.
That's going to be the final. Meadowbrook pulls off a thrilling 54-51 victory here at the cage. And we got our money's worth tonight, that's for sure, Heath.
That was an enjoyable basketball game.
We'll thank our sponsors, Graham Excavating Stemmer Family, the Meadowbrook Teachers Union, RHEA. And we'll be back after a quick break here on the KGP Network with final statistics and analysis.